Welcome to Everyday English Podcast. Hello, and welcome back to the Everyday English Podcast. I'm Anna.
And I'm Mark. It's so good to be here with you all today. How are you feeling? Ready to learn something new and useful?
I hope so, because today we're going to talk about something that is happening right now.
Anna, are you talking about our podcast? Because we are recording right now.
Yes, we are. That's a perfect example. Today's topic is all about the present continuous tense. It's the tense we use to talk about actions that are happening, well, now or around now.
Exactly. It's one of the first and most useful tenses you can learn. You can use it to tell someone what you're doing, ask questions, and describe the world around you. It makes your English sound active and immediate.
So, if you've ever wanted to say, I am learning English while you're listening to this podcast, this is the episode for you. That's the present continuous.
Let's break it down together. We'll make it simple, clear, and full of examples you can use today.
Perfect. So let's start with the how. Mark, how do we make the present continuous?
Good question. We need two things. First, the verb to be, so am, is, or are. Second, we need the main verb, but with ing at the end.
Right. So it's always subject plus am, is, are, plus verb with ing. Let's give some examples with I. I say, I am talking, or I am sitting in my chair.
And for he, she, or it, we use is. For example, she is listening to our podcast. My cat is sleeping on the sofa. He does that a lot.
For you, we, and they, we use are. We are explaining grammar. You are learning English.
So, Anna, what are you doing right now?
I am speaking English. I am sitting in the studio, and I am smiling because this is fun.
Wonderful. And I am drinking some water. See? Easy.
Now let's talk about when to use it. The first and most important use is for actions happening right now, at this moment. The action started a little while ago, it's happening now, and it will probably finish soon.
Yes. For example, imagine you call your friend on the phone. They might ask, "Hey, what are you doing?"
And you would answer using the present continuous. I am cooking dinner, or I am walking to the store.
Let's play that out as a little conversation. Anna, you be my friend calling me.
Hello, Mark. What are you doing?
Oh, hi, Anna. I'm watching a football match on TV. It's very exciting. What are you doing?
I am just relaxing. I am listening to some music.
See? A totally natural, everyday chat. All present continuous.
But it's not only for this exact second. We also use it for temporary situations, things that are happening around now, but maybe not at this very moment.
Good point. For example, I could say, I am reading a very good book this week. I'm not reading it right now, but I'm in the middle of it. It's a temporary activity for this week.
Or she is studying for her exams this month. It's a project that is in progress.
We also use it for future plans, especially when the plan is fixed, like an appointment. We often use a future time word.
Yes, like, I am meeting my friend tomorrow, or we are traveling to Paris next week. It's a plan, but we use the present continuous to talk about it. It's very common.
So, three main uses: right now, temporary situations, and fixed future plans.
Let's practice a bit more with right now. Mark, look around the studio. What do you see? What's happening?
Okay. The microphone is recording our voices, the clock is ticking, and my computer screen is glowing. Anna, what's happening outside your window?
Oh, the sun is shining, a bird is sitting in a tree, and a man is walking his dog. It's a nice day.
Beautiful. You're describing a living picture. That's the present continuous.
Now we should talk about how to make the ing form. Usually we just add ing, like talk, talking, listen, listening, learn, learning.
But there are some small spelling rules. If a verb ends with an E, like make or write, we drop the E and add ing. So make becomes making, write becomes writing.
And if a short verb ends with a consonant, vowel, consonant, like sit or run, we often double the last letter. So sit becomes sitting, run becomes running.
But don't worry too much about this at the start. People will understand you if you say running. It's a common mistake. Just try to listen for the correct form.
Absolutely. Now, what about questions? How do we ask in the present continuous?
It's simple. We just move the am, is, or are to the front. So instead of you are listening, we ask, are you listening?
Let's try. To ask about he, we say, is he working today? For they, are they coming to the party?
And for answers, we say, yes, I am, or no, I'm not. Yes, she is, or no, she isn't. Let's do a quick example. Anna, are you wearing blue today?
Yes, I am. Mark, is it raining outside?
No, it isn't. The sun is shining.
Great. And for negative sentences, we just add not after am, is, or are. I am not sleeping. He is not watching TV. We are not playing football.
Now, we have to talk about verbs we usually don't use in the continuous form.
Ah, the state verbs. This is a very common mistake, so listen carefully. Some verbs describe a state, not an action. They are about how we feel, what we think, what we own, or what we sense. We usually use the simple present for these, even if we mean now.
For example, we say, I like this song, not I am liking this song. The verb like is a state. It's not an action you're doing at this moment.
Other state verbs are want, need, prefer, know, understand, remember, believe, have, see, hear, smell, taste.
So you would say, I need some water. I understand the lesson. This coffee smells good. Not is needing, am understanding, or is smelling.
But English is tricky. Sometimes we can use these verbs in the continuous form, but the meaning changes. For example, have. I have a car means I own it. That's a state. But I am having lunch means I am eating lunch. That's an action.
Or see. I see a bird means with my eyes, but I am seeing my friend tomorrow means I am meeting them. It's a future plan.
Don't let this confuse you. For now, just remember the basic rule. Feelings, thoughts, possession, and senses are usually in simple present. Actions are in present continuous.
Let's put it all together with a longer practice. Let's imagine a person's day.
Okay, so it's 8 a.m. Sarah is in her kitchen. What is she doing, Mark?
She is making breakfast. She is boiling water for tea. She is not eating cereal. She prefers eggs.
Nice. Now it's 9 a.m. She is at work, but she is thinking about her holiday.
So she says, I am not working on my report right now. I am planning my holiday. I am going to the beach next month.
Perfect use for a future plan. Now her coworker comes to her desk. He asks, Hey Sarah, are you busy?
And she answers, yes, I am finishing an email. Can I help you in 5 minutes?
Excellent. Now, after work, she calls her mother. Her mother asks, What are you doing, dear?
Sarah says, I am walking home from the station. I am feeling a little tired. Wait, feel is a state verb. We should say, I feel a little tired.
Very good catch, Mark. That's exactly the kind of mistake to watch for. She feels tired, but she is walking home. Great example.
Thank you. Let's do a quick recap of the key phrases we've used today. We'll say them slowly. Repeat after us if you can.
I am learning English.
He is watching TV.
They are cooking dinner.
Are you listening?
What are you doing?
I am not sleeping.
She is not working today.
We are meeting tomorrow.
I have a dog. I am having lunch.
I see the tree. I am seeing my family next week.
Wonderful. Remember, the best way to learn this is to notice it. Listen to people in movies or songs. Try to describe what is happening around you, in your room or out the window.
Yes, just a few sentences a day. My brother is playing a game. My mother is reading a book. The bus is coming. It's powerful practice.
And don't be afraid of mistakes. We all make them. If you say, I am liking it, people will understand you perfectly. You are communicating. That's the goal.
That's absolutely right. Learning is a journey, and you are on that journey right now.
So, thank you so much for listening to us today on the Everyday English podcast. We hope you feel more confident about using the present continuous.
If you enjoyed this episode, please help us out. Subscribe to our channel so you never miss a lesson.
Give us a like. It lets us know what you enjoy.
And most importantly, leave a comment. Tell us, what are you doing right now? Practice your English with us. We love reading your comments.
A huge thank you to our listeners around the world. You are the reason we do this.
Keep practicing your English every day, even just 5 minutes. You are doing great.
We'll be back next week with another useful topic. Until then,
Keep speaking.